All right, guys. Hey there, and thanks for hopping on the team Zoom tonight. For some of you, it might be your very first one. So, hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Um, but this is typically where we have like answered questions and things like that, or just things that are happening and you need to be made aware of. So, those of you who are new, those of you who aren't new, this is still information that you can use. So, everyone should know by now that conference tickets have been launched. They launched them last weekend at the Green Carpet event. So, I want to just highlight a couple things like why you want to be there, how you can get there, and all that jazz. So, right now, the conference tickets are as cheap as they are going to get. Starting on the 1st, the prices are going to go up $100. And before, they made it that if you did the pay-as-you-go plan, that you didn't get all the perks with your conference ticket, but they've taken that away now. So if you buy your conference ticket, but you do the pay-as-you-go where you just pay monthly for your ticket, if finances are tight, you're still going to get the 5 half off codes, which is fantastic. You're still going to get the 5 product codes. That makes you eligible to get points for the Margaritaville event that they are doing in Florida. And I just want to talk a little bit about why the codes are important, why the product rewards are important, and how to utilize them the most. Okay, so if you have 5 half off codes, that means that you're able to help 5 families join this business to help their family's finances for $49 instead of $99. That is so huge. But on top of that, if you have not signed your husbands yet, you could sign them up for half off instead of paying $100. And if you help them get their first 4 customers just like you did, you're going to make $100 bonus off of them. Plus, we get product rewards every time we enroll 2 customers. So after you help him get his 4 customers, you're also going to get 2 product rewards. So that means that you could buy a bag of facial wraps, a bag of body wraps, or the energy or the keto coffee for half of the cost. And then if you turn around and sell those for samples, you're making $75 on each box of wraps, which is huge. And then again, you're making that $100, your $100 bonus from signing your husband and getting him those first 4 customers, which is crazy cray. It's awesome. But that's just affecting your family right off the bat. Oh, and also after you get him 4 customers, you also get $100 shopping spree bonus that the company gives you. So you're going to be making way more than you spent the $50. So that is sweet. But you can only do that if you get your conference ticket and get those 5 codes. On top of that, so if you sign 5 people, maybe your husband is one of them, you sign the 4 other people, every single distributor that you enroll and you help them get their business launched and help them get their first 4 customers, you get $100, $100, $100, $100, $100. You make $500 from helping them get their business launched. But that's not it. By the end of that, you will be more than charted for Ruby. Ruby's make an average of $500 a month. That is crazy. So realistically, if you bust butt and you work on filling your chart for Ruby and getting those customers, you'll get $500 just from bonuses alone, plus $500 average income a month from your commissions check. That's awesome. So I know that conference is a big investment, but it is so important to be there because that's when magic happens. Right now, we are about 5 months away from conference. That means you've already committed that you are in this for at least another 5 months. That means that you should be working your tail off so that your investment pays for itself. And you've got 5 months to rank up, 5 months to promote, 5 months to bust butt. So when conference you're there, you are this close to diamond, or you are diamond, or you're working towards that as your major goal so you can get yourself a crazy, crazy bonus. So They give the good bonuses. So good stands for get out of debt. And if you go diamond, generally it's $10,000 to $20,000 that they give you for going diamond at conference, which is crazy, crazy, crazy money. And last year, with all the girls that came with me, when we left, more than half of them went diamond or above from after going to conference. You just feel this fire, you feel this energy, you're getting all these extra tips from the top, and you're able to rub shoulders with those people that you're watching on YouTube and asking questions to, and you can see them face to face, feel the energy and see what this company is all about, and it just like lights you up. But what I really love about it is if you buy your conference ticket, your head is already in the game that you are working your tail off till conference. So you're going to be there and you're going to constantly building your income month after month after month because you're in this. You're not going to buy a conference ticket and then just like disappear and stop working. You have to invest and work for your investment. So I think it's awesome just for your own personal goals and your own work ethic to sign up and do it. So you put the effort in and you're not just going to be like, oh, I bought my conference ticket. Now I'm just going to sit around and wait for conference at the end of January. No, you're going to work because this is what this is. This is a job. It's a job. It's not a HOBBY. Not many people get paid for their hobbies. So work it like a job, stay consistent, do what you need to do. And if it is at all in your means to get your conference ticket, get your conference ticket. It is so awesome. And I want to tell you a little bit why they give you the codes. I want to tell you a little bit why they give you the product rewards. They do that because they know that you're going to have to spend money to get there. The conference ticket, you're going to have to spend money on. The hotel, the plane, all that stuff, it takes money. But if you get 5 people signed on, you help them get their 4 customers, that $500 covers more than your ticket for conference. It should cover your hotel while you're there. And then if you get your 5 product rewards and you sell all the products in there, that will pay for your plane ticket. Yeah. So they give you all these things so you don't spend money. They give you a way to make it all back so everything is paid for in cash. How nice is that? I love that they think of things like that for us so that we're really not out anything. If we're using our business the way that we're supposed to and we take advantage of these promotions that they give us, everything should be paid for before conference even gets here. I've already signed up 3 people. I see you there, Ruth. With this promotion, and I'm going to be able to help them get their business launched, help them get their first 4 customers, and because of me helping them do well and succeeding in getting those customers, I get rewarded with $100. So I'm going to turn around and take that $100 to make sure that my house is paid for when I'm there at the conference. So you can get an Airbnb, you can get a hotel. You can bunk up with someone if you want to make it a family vacation. You can do that. That's typically what we do. We go down as a family. We spend a few days in Tampa. Then we take a couple days down to Orlando and go to Disney because we're already right there. But the awesome thing is like because I used all my codes and my product rewards, I basically got a free vacation out of it because my business that I use the perks from paid for it because I've never gone without using all of my perks. So my business, working it, has paid for itself. So I want to help you guys use up these perks that you have. So how in the world do you sign distributors? How do you do it? You're probably like, I'm not like that good. I don't really know how to sign people. Authenticity. Authenticity is what's going to bring people to you. If you're like, I'm looking to hire this many people, that's not really going to bring people to you. If you are real and raw and you say, this is what brought me to this business, this is where I came from, this is why I'm here, other people can see themselves in your situation and say, you know what, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and things aren't changing, and I don't see things in my foreseeable future changing, and they need help, they're going to reach out and ask you how that you did that. And then you can answer their questions. So, um, I talk about it in my stories. I talk about it going live, like what this business has done for me, and the fact that I didn't have education, I didn't have college, I'm not professional in marketing. I never had done anything like this before. I've never been in a business like this before, but here I am 5 years later, still in the business and working it. And I didn't have the money either. So I'm like hitting all these things, these like things that people say, well, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't really know how to use social media that great, or I don't have the money. I'm already telling them, yeah, me either. I didn't know any of that. I didn't have any of that. And here I am. So now give me something else. If people really, really want to do this and they really need the help, they'll go ahead and do it. But if they just want to wallow in their self-pity and like just complain, but not willing to change anything, you can't help that person. And until they're in a position or a mental state to really want that help or need that help, like you can't do anything. And guys, please don't beg people to join you. If you have to beg someone to join you, that means you're going to have to beg that person to work. And you don't want to be dragging anybody along in this business to do anything. Like, you want people that actually want to do it and have the drive and have the want and the desire to change their family's finances, or you're just going to have a body in a box that does nothing, and it's still not going to benefit you. Like, it really won't benefit you just to sign someone for them to do nothing other than your husband, because you're going to do that work for him. And if you get a customer and you move it onto your husband, he gets 10% and you make 10%. So that's just smart business. That's just smart. But other than that, like, you don't want to just sign some random person because you're like, they're trying to do you favors. No, I have been doing interviews all week long and like talking to people, and if I get a good vibe from them and they're telling me all these things of why they want this and what they're willing to do, I want that person on my team because I want to help that family. Like, it gives me such joy knowing that I'm helping people. But if they're telling me like, I don't really have like the work ethic, like I'm not really there, it's like it's not really for me, like, don't sign that person because they're not going to work. They're really not. And I don't want you to just sign anybody because that's not going to benefit your team, just having bodies on a chart. This is all making sense, right? Okay, let me take a drink. My throat is like so dry. Me and Brooke been hustling it this weekend doing parties. So it's too much talking for me. So yeah, I want you to choose the right kind of people. And if you're not sure the right kind of people to have on your team, write down the qualities that you want in a business partner. Like, are they positive? Are they social media savvy? Are they kind? Are they hardworking? Are they self-motivated? Are they coachable? Like, have a list of things that you want and you look for in somebody. And when you have these like little interviews with them, get a feel for them if they have that. So like, ask them like, what does your typical day look like? How do you do your day, or things like that? And if they're not giving you the right vibes, I turned people away this week. I said, I'm sorry, I'm just not comfortable signing you. I don't feel like this is the right fit for you, and I really don't want you to spend money and waste it. And my time with my family is extremely valuable, and I know that I'm gonna bend over backwards training you and helping you in any way that I can. And I don't want to put my time into someone that doesn't value my time, because your time is extremely valuable too. And you know what? Sometimes turning people away, they're like, wait, you're turning me down? Like, and then they might reassess themselves and like, all right, well, yeah, like, I need to get myself together because that's not going to work. And I asked them if this were a real face-to-face interview and this is what you were telling to your potential boss, do you think that you would get the job? Then you're not going to get one with me either. So just really take pride in what you do and set levels and expectations, because when you do that, you're going to bring in not just people, but the right people. You want the right people, because this is a business that can change people's finances like you never dreamed of. and you want to help the right people do that, okay? Because you want them to do the work with you, not you beg them to do it. Okay, there was something that I was thinking and I wanted to say, and then I was like, I need to keep going with my train of thought, and now I'm like, I don't know where it's going. There's something else I want to say. um, I think maybe it was about customers, like how to help them get customers. Either way, I can keep going with that. So if you want to help your team get started right away, as you guys know, this is how I do things. I always have my new distributors put up a host to post for me. So it seems like it is for me, like they post like my friend Tara is looking for da 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 da. So when they post that and their friends comment like, yeah, I'd like more information about the job, I can go reach out to them. I can explain the job opportunity to them, because my new distributor is not going to know how to communicate that. They're not going to know how to explain what we do. So I do the work for them. And then when their friends are ready to sign, I give them back to the new distributor and let them sign them to get their teams up and going. So if you have been signing anyone, or you're going to be signing people with your 50% off codes, the first thing you want them to do is get up a host to post for you, but it's really for them. Because, you know, like as soon as the followers think that somehow that person is going to benefit from it, they're not going to be real and be like, yeah, I'd like more information. They're going to be like, oh, you're doing something? I don't want to. So that kind of helps break down the barriers with their followers, thinking it has nothing to do with them. And then they'll be more apt to getting more information for it. And it's so easy. Or if you find that you're having a conversation with someone and you're not sure how to explain it, I have a video on my Instagram, Tara_IW, and it goes over the business opportunity, what's involved. It kind of explains most of the things for you. Everything in this business is so easy and so duplicatable. So you don't need to overcomplicate it. If you're overcomplicating it, you're doing too much. Tell them, I've got a 36-minute video. Would you be willing to watch that? And then we can chat after. That's all you got to do. Because you don't have to know all these things and explain all these things. Have them watch it. And then if they have questions, to say, these are really, really good questions. Can I schedule a 3-way call with you and the girl that's in that video, or your upline, or whoever that you could get a 3-way call with, so that they can explain things for you in your behalf. Then you're also on the line listening, learning, so that then you can do that in the future too. I've got the time. I do this full time. So if any of you don't work, or you're working full time and you can assist your team in that manner doing 3-way calls, shoot them my way. I'd be more than happy to help you guys explain something to a potential. The call's done, 10, 15 minutes, signed, sealed, delivered, they're ready to sign up. It's fast, it's easy, and you're still building your team and learning how to talk to people, because it's so simple, and some of the things you just don't know yet because you're so new. And even if you've been in this business a while, there's something about third-party authenticity that people like. They want to hear like, oh yes, I understand, and like talking to them and understanding like where they're coming from and where they can go. And they want more than one person to validate that to them. So again, make sure your new distributors are getting up that host to post for you. You're explaining things for them, and then helping them with 3-way calls and anyone that needs help explaining more about the business opportunity. As far as customers and stuff goes, you really need to be using the products. If you're not using the products, it's going to be very hard for you to tell someone else to purchase something that you're not willing to purchase and use yourself. And you getting your own results speaks volumes. You could share anybody else's before and after pictures, but until you have something that's your own and you feel so good and confident about, people are always going to be like, well, are you using it? Oh, sorry, Iris. It's host to post for new DTs. Yeah. So to help get their Ruby chart filled ASAP. Yeah, so what was I saying? My brain is so done. Oh, I know that there's something else that I wanted to talk about, like back along the host to post new distributor side of things. Um, you constantly build rubies in this business. Like that is all it is, building a ruby. If you want to go ruby, build a ruby. If you want to build an emerald, you need 2 rubies. If you want to be diamond, you have 3 rubies. Everything is just an extra ruby. So instead of looking at a diamond chart and thinking, oh my gosh, I need 16 distributors. No, you need 3 rubies, girl. You need 3 rubies. Build a ruby, get that ruby done, build another ruby. Simplify this. This is not complicated. It is not complicated. Thank you, Brooke, using the products. So yeah, get yourself out a ruby chart, emerald chart, diamond chart, and like staple them together. Because as you're working on one, you are filling out the next and keep it going so that you see it's like, it's not that hard. It's like everything is simple. Everything just has motion and movement. And when you're helping your new distributors come in and you're showing them a ruby chart, like, this is what we're working on. This is how we do this. You're showing them how simple that it is and how duplicatable that it is so they can help get themselves to Ruby. And then when they bring those 3 people in, you're like, hey, this is what we do. Give them a Ruby chart. Let's build you to Ruby. Let's like, so don't think like all these crazy things, like looking at a diamond chart and like freaking your brain out. Like, I'll never sign that many people. It's called a TEAM, a team. It's not a me. You're not doing this alone. You're working with your team and you're helping people build their teams together. Okay. So yeah, thanks, Brooke, for reminding that. Using the products. Yeah. If you're not willing to invest in the products, no one else is either. So make sure that you're using them. Take before and after pictures. I don't care what it is. Like it could be something simple. Take a before and after picture so you can talk about it and show people that the products work. Every single party I do, I start it with a wrap. I wrap. Somebody, anybody, I don't care who it is, because my products speak for itself and I'm confident about it and I know they're going to work and they're going to get results. So I wrap somebody, I do my presentation. At the end of my presentation, we unveil and we have our before and after pictures side by side. And the person's like, I can't believe it. This is so crazy every single time. And guess what? When we're done with the party, we say, anyone who purchases with us today, you get a free wrap and look at her results. How crazy is that? And they're like, let me get my phone out. How do I do this? What's your website? So let the products do what they do. Put a wrap on live and say, who wants to see my after results? Like, I'm going to take them off in 45 minutes. I'm willing to show you guys what my products can do. Be confident about them. That's like, people see that, they're going to be like, whoa, this is amazing. People saying something else? Okay. So, yeah, that was like my main things, just like wanting to talk about conference, how amazing it is to be there. And then once you're there and you get all this information, your team just goes crazy and bananas. So if you want your team to go crazy and bananas, first you need to be at conference, so that you show them that you're leading from the front and you're taking your business a priority and that it's important to you, and they'll do the same thing. They'll follow suit. But if you're not willing to go and do the things that you need to do to be there, they're not going to do that either. And I realize everyone's situations are different, so there could be some different things going on, but I've never missed a single conference in my business ever. This will be my 5th conference. And I even went when I was 3 years ago, when I was 2 months pregnant, throwing up the entire conference. Homegirl was there. I did not miss. And then last year I was sick with some like throwing up thing and I was still there. And my baby was throwing up, my husband was throwing up, and I'm like, yes, it works. So you just do what you got to do and be there. And I left conference feeling amazing, and my team skyrocketed, and all 5 diamonds and above popped on my team after conference. That's incredible. So do what you do. But if you decide that you want to go, You need to decide tonight, tomorrow, because I do not want you spending an extra $100 that you don't need to spend, because conference tickets will go up $100 on the first. You guys are informed. I'm gonna be there. Andrea, yes! We have like, I'm thinking close to 30 people coming to conference this year from this team. It's going to be a ton of us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to hang out. We're going to go to dinner and take lots of pictures and just have a blasty blast. Yes, Iris, yes! Ruth, you have till the end of October, so you have an entire month to use the codes. That's a really great question because I didn't cover that. Thank you for asking. And then I think you have 60 days, 60 or 90 days to use your product rewards. Is it 60? 60. Yeah. So that means that you can buy a box of, or a bag of facials, bodies, coffee for half the cost. Okay, does anyone have questions? No? If you have questions, you can unmute yourself. It's open to you guys too. No? Okay, cool. So as you guys know, it's Sunday, so we have our family call on Facebook. So if you go to Mark Pentecost page, they're going to go live. Mark, Pam Souter, Mike Patello, and they usually give us more updates about this week, anything that we need to know. Sometimes they'll launch new products. I haven't heard anything like that, but yeah, they'll just give you a lowdown on what's happening, what's going on, that kind of thing. So thank you guys for hopping on, and let's finish the last day of the month with a bang, and let's start killing it towards conference. I'm so excited. We've got some crazy things happening on this team, and you guys are amazing. So thanks for hopping on, and we will talk soon. See ya.